Hello people, it's your boy Osman back again with another video. This time it's Manchester United against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Yes, you heard me. We're back to the Premier League games. We're back to making ground on the teams around us. And guess what? It's finally arrived. The week we've been waiting for as United fans. We can finally move out of 6th position. Come on, boys. But on a level, please can we just get a moment of silence for all those. You're still in 6 jokes. Views from the 6 jokes. No, seriously. Please do not bottle this opportunity, boys. But yeah, let's just quickly recap the game on Sunday. If you haven't, check out my video, my watch along for that game. You know, we did something a bit different. I hope you've enjoyed it. But that all aside, talking about the performance on the Sunday, I was not happy at all with the performance in a cup final. The players didn't really turn up, minus maybe 1 or 2 Zlatan and Herrera, the obvious ones. Yeah, it's not good enough really, let's be honest. You know, we've come into the stage in the season that the players need to be on the ball. You need to be turning up. Every game matters now. It doesn't really matter about the performances necessarily, but we need to put in a performance that will be warranting a victory. On the Sunday, we were very lucky to get a victory. If we continue to play like that, we're going to be scrapping for the 6th position for the rest of the season with the likes of Liverpool and Everton, because they're both shocking teams. Bearing that all in mind, what I do want to say is, a positive I did take from the Sunday is something we did under Fergie quite consistently. It was grind out victories, you know, when we're not playing at our best, and that's exactly what we did on the Sunday. We weren't at our best. We were very lucky. We rode our luck. However, we got the bloody win, and that's the most important thing. You know, there's been games early in the season where we've been absolutely fantastic going forward, such as the one against Stoke, Burnley, where we could have easily put 5 past both teams. However, we came away with a draw. Nobody was talking about how fantastic Man United played in those games. Everyone was mocking us about the fact that we dropped points and how many points we've got. So what I'm going to say now is, basically, I don't really give a damn how we play against Bournemouth, as long as we get the 3 points, because that's the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters is getting out of that 6th position, no more views from the 6th, and let's just actually start climbing the table. I said in my predictions that we're going to come 2nd in the season, and to be honest with you, I still think there's an opportunity we can come 2nd. The teams above us, minus Chelsea, aren't really that far away from us, so I don't see why we can't at least, you know, aim for 3rd, 2nd. Well, I suppose 4th is minimum, isn't it? Let's be honest. We don't want to be like Arsenal fans and just celebrating that 4th spot, but that other side, let's talk about the, you know, the team and the opposition that we're playing against on this weekend. First things first, you're talking about our style of play. I want us to start passing the ball around from the back of, you know, the back 4. If a lot of times in that game on Sunday, they were just hoofing the ball along. I know we've got a target man like Zlatan up front, but that doesn't mean you resort to Sunday League football. Like, honest to God, I see more class on Sunday League than I see sometimes with our bloody back 4 playing for out the back. They're just kicking the ball along at every given opportunity. You need to start playing the ball from the back. You know, give the ball to Herrera and Pogba. The ball fantastic on the ball. So I don't understand, as a defender, if I'm playing at the back, my objective, instead of trying to hit the ball to Zlatan, get the ball to Pogba's feet. He's way better than any of our defenders at distributing the ball and obviously picking out a long pass if you need to resort to a long ball. But that was one thing that was frustrating me massively. I really want to see that, you know, improved. Let's try to keep the ball. If it means we go backwards, just keep the ball and restart the play. You don't need to keep just hoofing the ball along. Pass the ball back to De Gea. I don't really care. Like, seriously, we're just kicking it long and hoping Zlatan chases onto it. We're bloody 35-year-old for... Not going to swear. But yeah, that all aside, we need a lot of pace on the wings. I know Matt has been playing fantastically on the right wing, but I don't think Mkhitaryan is going to be fit for this game. Not really heard much about Mkhitaryan. So if Mkhitaryan is not fit, I don't want to see Matt playing on the right. I don't understand the point of Matt playing on the right when we've got a right winger such as Lingard. He could play on the right and Matt can play number 10. That was one thing I definitely did not agree with Jose Mourinho's team selection. However, speaking of team selection, I got 10 out of 11 right. Mine is Blind for Rojo, and that's another thing that leads me on perfectly. I do not want to see Rojo in left back ever again. How piss poor is Rojo at left back? He doesn't know positioning to save his life. Like, seriously, he gets skinned every time. I don't understand how he can be that poor at left back and then considerably better at left centre back. It just does not make sense. I just don't get it. I know he's not a bloody... In fact, he is a left back. I was about to say I know he's not a left back. He is a left back, so you got no excuses, Rojo. So please, Jose, do not play Rojo at left back and don't play Lingard in number 10. Get him on the right and put Mata in number 10. And regarding the style of play, you know, let's just keep the ball. Let's get him moving. Let's get people interchanging positions, movement off the ball, people finding pockets of space. That's one thing Lingard does fantastically, and it's the reason I wanted him to play. It was his work rate off the ball. It is absolutely fantastic. I've said it on numerous occasions now. You don't have to touch the ball to have an impact on the game, and something people don't really see with Lingard is his movement away from the ball that creates opportunities for Zlatan, Mata, and so on and so on, for those players to, you know, find those sort of pockets of space, because Lingard's run has dragged a defender and created that space for, you know, other individuals. That's something Lingard does not get enough credit for, and it needs to be continued within the team. Now, a lot of times during the Southampton game, he was very compact and playing it, you know, the midfield was very narrow. We needed more width, and that's when Rashford came on. I thought Rashford was going to play closer to the line, hug the touchline, and actually create a bit more space for the midfield, and that's something that wasn't happening enough in that game. When Rashford did come on, you saw the game being stretched, because he's got that pace to run in behind and obviously stretch the play out, as is Martial is doing on the left side. However, it wasn't happening enough prior to when Rashford come down. So bearing that all in mind, you know, it's important that our players do create a lot of space for the midfield, for the likes of Pogba and Herrera, to obviously get the ball and have a bit of space to, you know, create and dictate the play. I don't want our wingers cutting in or, you know, coming too in field, because it's just narrowing our play, and it's not benefiting us in any way. So bearing that all in mind, gonna go into my team section. First things first, David De Gea in there, no brainer. Right back, Antonio Valencia, who I didn't think didn't have a good game. His positioning was shocking defensively. Going forward, he was okay, as he always is, but he definitely needs to improve. He has been fantastic this season, so, you know, I can't be too harsh on him. Centre backs for me, I know Jones is fit for this game, but I'm going to stick with, you know what, I wouldn't mind actually seeing Jones. I'm going to stick with Bailly and Smalling, because I don't think it's, you know, I don't think Jones will bring Jones back in this early on into his return, so to speak. Left back, like I said, I do never want to see flipping Rojo at left back again. I don't know if you lot agree with me or not, but I genuinely despise him at left back. So for me, left back, I'm going to go for Daley Blind. I just think he's a better left back. You know, there's not much else to say. Middle of the park, you know, without Carrick, we didn't have much control in that game. That's something we was lacking massively, and Carrick did, you know, bring that control. However, we're playing against Bournemouth. I'm not too worried, you know, they are a ball-playing team, but I just want to see us play with a bit more attacking intent, because I wasn't satisfied at all. So I'm going to go for Pogba, Herrera, with Mata in front of them in the number 10 position. I don't think Mkhitaryan is fit from what I've seen. There's a bit of doubt, so if he is fit, I apologise. I am recording this on a Thursday. I'm going to stick to Jesse Lingard on the right. Why not? The guy scored another goal out Wembley. He's going to be full of confidence. I think he wants another start. All the players should be fresh. They've had a nice sort of 6-day rest period. Probably the longest we've had in a considerable amount of time. On the left, I'm going to go for Anthony Martial. You know, he just picks himself. He needs to improve, though. I felt like he looked a bit tired in that game on the Sunday. He needs to be picking the ball up and driving at the plays like he did a couple of games ago. I want to see him flipping, just causing a bit of trouble. He had that one fantastic run against Southampton, and I want to see him doing that more consistently, because he is more than capable of providing us with a moment of brilliance. Up top, there's only one man, let's be honest. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the man that carried us to the cup on the Sunday. I don't really need to say it anymore. Let's get the ball into Zlatan, and Zlatan did what Zlatan does, bang the goals in when we need him. But the second goal, Zlatan, you did something you've not done consistently enough. Get in the box, lad. Stay in the box, please. Not scored a header in ages, but he was in the box at the right place at the right time. One is the trophy, Zlatan. Anyways, let's talk about our position. Bournemouth, first things first. They haven't won in their last 8 games in all competitions. The last win has come on the 31st of December, almost as long as Liverpool, your bottle jobs. But yeah, Bournemouth, for me personally, I think they're a very good team. Unfortunately, they're going through a rough period. I'm happy that they're sticking with their manager, unlike a couple of snakes we all know about. But overall, they're a very good team on the ball. They like to play football. They don't necessarily park the bus, so to speak. You want to associate them with defensive sort of minded style of play. If they do come to us and play toe-to-toe, I think we should be able to dispatch them quite easily. It would work in our favour. However, I will say is what we saw against Southampton. There wasn't enough cover in front of the back four. That's something I am worried about when they've got the likes of Jack Wilshere. I know he's an Arsenal reject, but they've also got Josh King. I don't know if that's his first name. It's probably not, is it? They've also got Stanislas. They've got a lot of good players. They've also got Callum Wilson up front, who's got a bit of talent. So you've got decent players. Fraser's been causing a bit of trouble recently as well. So I am a bit worried with them on the counter because they've got a bit of pace. However, if we play the way we have prior to the Sunday game, we should be more than capable of dispatching them, like I've just said. It's just a matter of our players, showing a bit of concentration. They've had a bit of rest, so I'm assuming they're going to be fresh for this game and raring to go. But overall, I'm very confident going into this game, given the boost that we've just had from the Sunday. So I really do hope that we take this opportunity to finally get out of the 6. No more Drake meme. Bloody hell. I've had enough of that. But yeah, please, boys, let's not bottle it. Don't let me down. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. I'm fairly confident. We did beat them 3-1 early in the season. Zlatan, Rooney, and Mata getting the goals. Hopefully something similar. I don't really know what's happening with Rooney. Apparently he's going back to Everton. I don't know if you've heard anything about that. But I'm expecting Rooney to be at least on the bench. If not, some form of a cameo, man. Come on, Rooney. You got to go out on a high. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to drop it a like, drop it a share, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50. We're getting close, boys. We're getting close. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for all the feedback from the video on Sunday. If you are still watching the video, you're probably an OG anyway, so you guys know who I'm talking to. Thank you for the feedback from the Sunday video. I really do appreciate it. I've taken on all the feedback on board, and obviously we're going to try to do another watch along when a big game comes on, so to speak. So like I said, enjoy the rest of your week. Please, Man United, let's get out of the 6. No more Drake memes and flipping. Let's not bottle this. Come on, boys. Come on, United.